Hey everyone, welcome to the Christmas in July Buy It Now sale. That's right, it's July. I like to do the Christmas in July thing. I used to put out a bunch of additional stuff, but now I've got 5 items for this week, and I've got some stuff that I put up on eBay all starting at a penny, so you guys get to go nuts on that. I'm going to show you all the different items. I'm going to show you the 5 items you're going to bid on here, and then I'm also going to show you the 3 items that I put up on eBay. First of all, what is it that I'm doing? Well, I'm going to show an item, and if you want that item for the price that I offer it at, all you have to do is leave a comment down below saying item number 1 and put the price so that I know that you know what the price is and what item we're talking about. And whoever the first one to put that in for each item is going to win. When this goes live, I sit back and I watch the comments go in and I reply to the comments, letting people know who won and who lost. And generally, everything tends to sell within the first, 30 minutes or so. All right, so how do you pay? Well, I accept a couple different methods. I will do Zelle or PayPal at stewpluback@msn.com. You can do Cash App at $stewpluback. Or, of course, you can send check or money order to P.O. Box 171, Russell, Illinois, 60075. And that is how you pay. Now, for shipping, I handle the shipping. I will tell you, though, that for the eBay items, since I cannot guarantee that the person wins is going to be a subscriber, I did have to put shipping costs in there. And one of the items is a little larger, so it does have a little bit more of a shipping cost. If you plan on bidding on the eBay items, let me know. That way I don't have to send you 2 packages. I can just put them all in at once. And if you are a winner here and on eBay, I will most likely refund you the eBay shipping price just because. All right. So let's get into it. Let me find my cheat sheet. Here we go. Item number 1. This one is FR 1606. This is a 1934 $1 silver certificate. This is from that cool series where you have the bright blue numeral here. The 1, the 5, and the 10 are the 3 notes that make that series. And regardless of the note that you get, they are roughly all $30 to $40 a piece. If you get the full set, it runs you about $100. So dollar for dollar, the 1 is the hard one to get. Mainly because they made this, as you can see, series of 1934, but starting in 1935, they did a different $1 bill. Yet the 5 and the 10 continued with additional series with that blue numeral there. Now, this particular one is a little dark. You can see it does have some dark edges here. It's not the crispest note. You can see it does have plenty of creases. I'll show you the back. That's where you can see all of it. The lighting is making this look brighter than it is. It is a yellow. It is most certainly yellow. But this note, even in a grade 8, you're talking $33 if I recall. Yeah, 33 and an 8, 35 and a 12, $40 and a 20. You know me, I'm not going to ask that much. A lot of you are asking for notes that, are affordable to new collectors. Well, here you go. If you are interested in this one, item number 1, shipping included, you can have it for $15. Yep, $15, my Christmas present to you guys. Number 2, I pulled out another horse blanket. This one here, you can see, is 1923, signatures of Spielman and White. Yes, this one is circulated. Yes, it does have a little bit of issue here on the corner. But if you don't have one, these are just fun to have. You've seen me with a couple of these. I did do that one where I put one in a strap and did the fake strap search as a quick little short. I thought that was funny. People were like, no, there's no way that's real. No, of course it's not real. I did not find this in a strap. But just if you don't have one of these, it's a great time to get one. You can usually get these for a pretty good price. This particular one is FR 237, the 1923 $1 silver certificate. In a grade 8, these go for about $40. In a 12, you're talking $45, and in a 60, in a 20, these are $60. This particular note, if you're interested in getting it, first one to put in a $25 bid, it's yours. Item number 2, $25. Yep, going nice and easy with some of this stuff. All right, let's get a little bigger. Item number 3 this week. This I picked up at Central States this year, and it is an error note. And for those of you who are really into minutia, I bought this from Ben the Coin Geek. I don't know if I still have the receipt anywhere, but yeah, I bought this from Ben the Coin Geek when I saw him there. This is a $5 error note, and it is known as an offset print error. Now, if you look at it, you can see the back printing on here. That is not bleeding through the note. What happened was when they printed the back of this note, they started the print process before the paper went in. So the print that's supposed to be on the paper actually went on the back plate. And that means the back plate had the reverse image on it. Then they put in the paper and printed this, but they pressed this note into that plate with the wet ink, which is how you get the offset print. This is an offset print error, and if you look, there is a line right here. This side has nothing, this side has it. So you're talking about a 75% coverage on this particular one. When you look, I mean, it's just really cool to see that ghosting effect like that. Like I said, this is not a bleed through. This is an offset printing error. This is a genuine error, 1969A. And yeah, cool note. I mean, it's not a perfect note. It is a circulated note, so it did make its way around before anybody actually noticed the error on this note. And you can see the price on there that Ben had. Ben had $150 on there. And if you are interested in owning an actual error, that's about the right price. That's about what the book says. And, well, clearly that's about what I've got in it. So if you want it for $150, you can have it. The offset print error. This is number 3. Number 3, the offset printing error at $150. Number 4. I brought this one out. What is this? This is a specimen note from the 3rd series of fractional currency. If we look real close, you can see that it has the bronzing powder as part of the design. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, that's actually bronzing powder. They stamped it with glue and then put on the bronzing powder here and here, and it's in the same shape as the 50 here. I mean, that's just really neat the way that that's on there. I mean, when you look at it real close and see all the detail, it's pretty amazing. One of the other cool things about this specimen note, I know it's a specimen note because it's blank on the back. It does have this little patch where it was stuck to something, so that's too bad. But you'll notice there's some bleed through on the back, and there's a good reason for that bleed through. That is the actual signature of Colby, and that is the actual signature of Spinner. This is Spinner. He put himself on this note, and he happened to have signed this particular note. Spinner has one of the most incredible signatures on all of U.S. currency, and this is not a print. This is he signed this. He held this note. He signed this note. And for it being a specimen note, I mean, that is just beyond cool. According to Paper Money of the United States, this particular specimen is FR number 1328 SP, the 3rd series fractional, 50-cent autographed specimen. And you are talking a book price between $300 and $700. $300 to $700 for the Spinner autographed specimen. I understand it's got the little bit of thing on the back there. My price, if you're interested, $199. Item number 4, $199, the 50-cent Spinner note. Good luck on that one. Number 5, I have a full set. I have a 5, a 10, a 20, a 50, and a 100. The entire set of small heads. Oh, but wait, there's more. It is from the series of 1928. The 1928 $5 note, you know the 28 series because it has the numeral instead of the letter, and it also reads redeemable in gold on demand. A lot of people miscall this gold certificates. It's not. It's just a Federal Reserve note, but it has the gold clause, redeemable in gold clause. Let's take a look here. You can see the corners, got that little tinge of orange on it. Just checking out all the fun stuff on this particular one. There is a center crease. There is a light crease this way. Overall, decent eye appeal. Is the note perfect? No. You can see it's got dirt. You know, the $5 bill, not perfect, but it is the 5. If we look at the 10, the 5 is from, where is that? The 5 is from Richmond, Virginia. The $10 bill is from Kansas City, Missouri. And let's take a peek at that. You can see it does have a centerfold. But looking at the rest of the note, it's pretty good. Pretty good for a 1928. Better than a lot of the notes in your pocket, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, is it perfect? No. But is it good? Absolutely. So there's the 5. There's the 10. Let's look at the 20. 20 is from Chicago. Also has a center fold. A little bit here on the top. A little bit of dirt too. Let's start in the corner. Corner's not sharp. But overall, decent eye appeal. And we're going to get to all the prices in a second as well. Take a look at the back. There you can see a little bit of the discoloring here. That's the 20. And here is the 50. The 50 is from Cleveland, Ohio. 50 is pretty nice. It does have a light fold here, a light fold here. Not a hard crease, just a light fold. And as we zoom in, let's take a peek. Overall, pretty good. Perfect? No. Decent? Yeah. If you don't have this set, you're going to knock them all out right here. Does have a center fold. You can see that. Does have a light fold here. But once again, you're doing the whole set all at once. There's a little bit of black right there. And then the 100. The 100 from Chicago, you can see also has a center fold. But overall, plenty good. Little dot above the 0 there. Series of 1928. So you're talking a full set of small heads, all with the numeral there. And according to the book, let's see what we got here. In a grade 20, the 5 is $85, the 10 is $60, the 20 is $60, the 50 is $150, and the 100 is $175. So book value on all these together is $530 for that in a grade 20. And some of these, you know, I mean, I'm sure these are all at least a grade 20. But what am I asking for the full set? The full set, like I said, in a grade 20 books out of $530. If you're interested in the full set, I'm going to take $450, $450, and you have the entire set. So that's what I've got for the buy it now sale portion. Now let me show you what is going to be up on eBay. I will put links to the stuff in the description, so you can just click on that. I posted the stuff on Sunday, so it will be live until next Sunday. And let's take a peek. Starting off, I have a $10 1954 Canada devil's head. If you look, it's got the face of the devil right here in her hair. Now, a lot of you like to collect the $1 devil's head. Some of you have the 5. Getting the higher denominations can be a little bit more expensive. I don't have a price guide on these. Current price guide on these. My price guide's a few years old, but I know that the $1 typically sells for close to $30. I'm not saying this is a $300 note at all. This is probably anywhere $50 to $100, somewhere around there. But yeah, this one, looking at it, I'm checking. It does have a very light fold across here. Corner ding. Just trying to see if there's anything major about this one. Let's look at the back. You can see a lot more on the back if there was anything. Yeah, that light center fold here. A little bit of dirt right here. But yeah, overall, pretty good. It looks like there's a light little thing here. Anyway, this one is going to be up on eBay. I started it at a penny. Go nuts. I think it has a $5 shipping cost that goes with it. Other than that, yeah, go nuts. It's going to be up on eBay for you guys to bid on. Whoever wants for the highest bid is going to get it. And then I have this. This is pretty cool. This is a framed 1918 $1 Federal Reserve banknote from New York. Pretty cool looking frame that it's in. The thing is with this note here, I don't know how well you can see, but the note had been cut in half. But being in the frame like that, you can hardly tell. You can mess with it any way you want to put it all together. And yeah, it's just, just seeing it in the frame like that, I think brings out the note, makes it a lot more special. Let me pull up my computer, because I did take it out of here and take some pictures of it so you guys can see the note itself front and back. So let me grab that. Okay, I did snap a couple pictures of it. You can see here there's most certainly, the note has been, it looks like it's been cut in half is how it looks. But yeah, overall, the note itself is pretty good. It's got a darker shade right here. I'll scroll down and show you some of the other pictures. There it is again, just so you can see. The note is most certainly separated like that. If you lay it together, that's the back of the note there, looking pretty good. It is darker on this side than it is on this side, and you can see the line here. It does have two creases here, of course, and there is a crease over here. And do I have another one? Yeah, there it is, separated again. It does have this little tag there where the paper itself had split apart, so that's kind of interesting that that little tag is hanging off like that. But when you put it back together, it lines up just fine, as you can see. So that's the back there. There's the back again. So yeah, the whole note is there. Yes, it's cut in half. What does that do for the value? I don't know. All I know is that this note here on eBay, I put $19.99 for the shipping cost, because I'm going to have to ship it in a box, bubble wrap it because it's in glass. And yeah, it's going to cost me 20 bucks to ship it. But I'm starting the note out at a penny. So like I said, keep that in mind when you're bidding on this. Whatever your bid price is, it's another 20 bucks on top of that to cover the shipping. I had to do it that way. If this was my note that I was just selling to you guys, I would include that $20 shipping in the price. But because I have no idea who's actually going to get this, hopefully it's one of you guys, that's the way I have to do it. So that was the second item on the list. And for the third, let me just put that in the picture as well. Let's see, that can go there. The last item I have, this is going to be on eBay as well. It's technically already up on eBay. I have an educational note, the $1 educational from 1896. I was so happy when I got my first educational. I mean, you look at these notes and you think there's no way I'd ever be able to own one of those. Well, yeah, there is. You just have to get one in a little bit of a lesser grade. This one here is in that lesser grade. The light that's shining on this is making this note look a lot brighter than what it is. This note is actually pretty dark. I mean, in comparison, here you go. Just so you can see, this note is pretty bright. Look at how dark this one is in the back. So I don't want anybody disappointed when they see this in person. The other thing I want to show is this note is quite limp. I mean, very limp. It's very thin, as you can see as I pull it out of here, how it wrinkles, and it's lifeless. There's not much to it. That's one of the things that's interesting about getting a note graded. If you get a note graded, you're never going to see it like this, ever. But this note, yes, is very delicate. Not much to it. There is a little bit of a tear right here on the top. But here's the thing with this note. As lifeless as the note is, it's intact. There's no pieces missing here. There's no writing on it. Let me try to put it back in here. There's no writing on this. There's no stickers. There's no anything like that. It is simply a worn out note. But if you were to actually send this in for grading, I bet it comes back clean, because it's a problem. Yeah, there's no problem. Is it thin? Sure. I mean, is it rough? Sure. But like I said, there's no writing. There's no stickers. There's no tear. There's no ink. There's no tape. It's overall, a good example of the note. So this one's going to grade anywhere from 6 to 8. And if it does get the 8, because like I said, it does meet the minimums. The whole note is there. There's nothing destroyed about the note. I mean, the note is just thin. This particular note is FR 224. And in a grade 8, it's $225, and in a grade 12, it's $350. Once again, the light makes this note look a lot brighter, so I want to hold it up to here so you can see how dark the note is. Okay, it is a dark note, but overall, the whole note is there. So if you ever wanted to get yourself an educational note, I'm starting this on eBay for a penny. So you tell me what it's worth. Whatever you're willing to put on there, that's up to you. It's going to be out there on eBay, and you tell me what you want to pay for it. All right, so that's what I've got for my Christmas in July auction. Guys, thank you very much for bidding. I appreciate it. Good luck to you guys, and don't forget, if you're bidding on any of the stuff on eBay as well, let me know, and I can ship it all together and maybe get you a partial refund on stuff. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.